Welcome to part two, everybody. This time I didn't even change my clothes, wearing the same clothes as I was in part one. So I have Amber here. Again, we're going to talk about how these chemicals and toxins that are at these salons that we're going to not only are affecting, let's be real, the customer, me, but more so the hair technician. So Amber, let's piss some people off today. Let's do it together. Let's just say, this is a pandemic, people. We don't have time for this niceness anymore. We want to help people. That's the whole goal of this show, of what you're doing, Amber, is we want to help people. So when you want to help people, you have to be bold enough and have enough courage to say the truth. So Amber, I'm right here for you to back you up, sister. Come on at me. Why did you do this?
Where do you want me to start?
No. Wherever it hurts you the most, that's where.
Okay, so let's start with the fact that, so I used to be a business analyst, right? Mm-hmm. I left a job as a corporate business analyst to become a cosmetologist. This was my dream job, to be a cosmetologist, to open a salon. And then I watched MSNBC did a show about lymphoma and hair color. And I remember sitting there watching the show going, oh my gosh, what did I just do? Like, I left my corporate job, my stability, and now I've put myself at risk for lymphoma. So that led me to researching and trying to figure out alternative ways to stay in my dream job, but not put myself exposed to all these toxins. So it led me on a journey of organic hair color and natural products. There's studies that are, there's a Danish study that says a cosmetologist, the maximum they can work in the industry is 7 years before they develop some form of allergy or aversion to being in their work environment. So between the skin conditions, the breathing, the, issues with
having babies,
baby production, yes, all of these things, and they're all related to your job or your career that you have chosen. Nobody enters it with that mindset that it's a short-term thing. It's not. We don't understand that as salon professionals. Okay. But I do think that after all of this, people's minds are shifting a little bit.
Okay, so let's be clear. So I have always been, as the doctor whisperer, Eastern Western medicine. Okay, I believe in science. I also believe in alternatives. I believe more in collaborative medicine than I believe in anything else. We all need doctors. We all need them to save our lives, especially right now. Like, could we be more grateful for our healthcare professionals? But the problem is that we're not always well informed, right? So I always say that you have to ask the questions as a consumer, as a patient of your doctor. You have to interview, now I feel like you have to interview your stylist, the salon owner, because if this is true, Amber, because I'm going to just assume that there is some data behind what you're talking about. So I don't need specific numbers. I just want to ease the minds of all of what I've always heard in the industry. Well, where is the science that backs that up? And how do we know this isn't just another one of those earth green moms that, takes crystals and turns them into fairy dust?
Fair enough.
Thank you. So tell them about that. Breath. Good. I love taking a breath.
Yeah. I mean, I have spent a lot of time learning and educating myself. My clients have educated me. It's taken me the journey further than I ever expected. But in 2008, I was at an international hair show and took a course on, how to green your salon. And I thought it was an amazing class. And people were laughing and getting up and leaving. They were so rude to the instructor. And by the end, there were only 4 people left sitting there. And all of the information that was provided about ingredients, about sustainable energy, what to do with your tools. I implemented all of that stuff in the salon and stand by it and believe in it. And it drove my success. But I think that clients and salon professionals alike, they all focus on the end results, not the journey. And the journey is really what is more important, because what are you doing to get to the end result? What are you using? What are you breathing? What's happening to you? The end result might be this beautiful, Instagram worthy photo, with thousands of likes or whatnot. But what did it take to get there? And were you able to, how many times are you going to do it and sacrifice your health or the health of the people around you to achieve that?
That's a good point. Because, listen, I have been very guilty and ignorant of a lot of things. And I said this on our last show together, that it was only until 2020 that I started taking, recyclable bags to the grocery store. Sure. I used to be like, oh, just, everybody else is bringing plastic home. They're giving me plastic at the stores. I'll just take the plastic. It's also good for a poop bag for Charlie Brown, right? So, and then you start hearing all of this and it's like, okay, like my friend David Houle says, who's the futurist, like, we can't save the planet, so stop saying save the planet. We all have to do one thing at a time. We have to take one step. And if it's right now where so many people that are salon professionals, salon owners, it's like having this horrible pandemic around us, but to force us to start thinking about what we're doing is how I, interpret it. I don't interpret
Absolutely.
It, right? Don't you feel
Absolutely.
This is an opportunity and also a great way to separate yourself? So tell everybody about, so what you do now is, it's like you're empowering stylists. That's how I see it.
Well, absolutely, because if you can take control of your environment and you can help your clientele to be healthier while you're being healthier, and you're creating a sustainable salon environment that's not going to affect their immune systems because they're not breathing in these chemicals that are tearing them down for the 2 hours that they sit in your chair, but rather, using products with antioxidants, and there's no toxic fumes and things that are occurring naturally in our ecosystem, then they're not hurting themselves by being in a salon. And certainly you're not hurting yourself by being at work every day.
So what should people be asking their stylist? Because I'll tell you a secret. I was just talking to a doctor the other day, and I was talking about you and what you do. Yeah. And he was like, oh, he goes, well, that's interesting. I ask my stylist to use organic products when he does my hair. And I said, well, that's fantastic. But there's a choice. Like, so organic for you because you asked for it, doctor, and not organic for everybody else? Oh. So how does that make you feel when you hear that?
So I would say, did you look at the product? Did you check the label? Because a lot of stylists don't even know what truly makes a product organic.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Just have like an organic olive in it, like an organic olive one, because then you can put the word organic on a product. So, I mean, is it just about that, or is it about the product and the mission and the company as a whole? Are they truly, the real deal?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then why would a stylist or a salon owner not offer an option for better? Charge more. It's going to cost more, so charge more. But why have the client leave?
Yeah. It's what I tell everybody. My mom, which, she said found out how much one of the products were that you have. I mean, this is real talk with the doctor. There is no other. And she was like, ooh, she's like, well, that's kind of expensive. And I go, yeah, it's expensive to stay alive. Because it's true. You know, it's expensive to eat healthier foods. It's expensive to shop at Whole Foods versus Publix or Trader Joe's versus. So yes, it is.
But it's not like that everywhere. In some countries you go that this is the norm. So supply and demand. So if more people demand it and we can, you know, change the.
Look at the price of gas right now, people.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, cosmetics follows the food industry very closely. So as more people are shopping at Whole Foods or more people are, you know, going to organic grocers, then it will come. But why not make it happen faster? It doesn't need to be this leisurely journey. Like, let's go. Let's take responsibility.
Oh, we're tired of it. I'll tell you what, we don't want to jump on Facebook Live anymore with Jamie Sullivan and start making comments hoping that she doesn't, because not only she's doing that in the bathroom, right, with all those toxins. Guess who's going to use the bathroom after that? The kids.
Sure.
Or maybe the kids.
Sure. I have autoimmune disease. I had terrible repercussions from 2 childbirths. I fight all kinds of different skin disorders. And why? Probably because when I grew up, I dreamt of being a hairdresser. And so now my body's battling that effect. So because I wasn't organic my whole journey, you know what I mean? I started out in the same old world everybody does, but my body couldn't handle it for very long. And I would go home every night with a migraine and throw up all the time. And then my skin would crack and bleed all over and my hands were disgusting. So I had to make a change. But
I bet there's a lot of people taking a deep breath right now listening to that. I know a lot of hairdressers that have really suffered, and I don't think that they're, you know, the connecting of the dots. But maybe we can help them connect the dots, and that's it. It's really all we want to do. So look, connect the dots. Go to AMBER Salon Sustainability. Find out about these incredible products. I'm using them. I love them. I really do feel like my hair is a lot healthier. It does help too that I haven't put a hair dryer or a flat iron to this bad boy in a while either.
Oh yeah.
And I would wear hats every day if they didn't look so ridiculous. I'm a big coconut head. But Amber, thank you.
Thank you for having me always.
But I think that your bravery, it's not popular, okay? What Amber's saying, it's not popular. But nothing good comes out of people just speaking to what the masses want to hear. You know, the people that make changes in the world are the people that are brave enough to put all the finances and popularity aside and just do the right thing. So I would like to thank you for doing the right thing.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. More people can do it.
You can do it. And you can make money doing it. So
sure.
Do it. Amber knows all these great ways. I mean, I'm thinking about quitting doctor whispering and just, you know, working for Amber. Bye, everybody. Thank you. All right.